I usually don't do these on Zoom.
Yeah, but
How's the weather out? I think we're going because Vulture, muted himself.
Got it. It's good. A little overcast earlier this morning, but now we're about the mid 70s, 76.
Yeah, it's like 94 here in Florida. I mean, we don't even get spring. It just jumps right into summer. 100% humidity.
Yeah. I've been to Florida a few times when it's been super humid, not much of a fan, but I love that it's sunny all year round, just like California. We just don't get the humidity.
No, you guys get that nice cool wind coming off of the mountain.
Yeah.
Right off. Just waiting to see that live button show up. So, I mean, we might get caught in mid conversation, but we are on. Okay. All right, cool. I didn't see the live stuff. All right. Hey guys, another edition of the Tuttle Daily Podcast live stream. I'm really excited about this because I've been checking out this person's website, and I am always excited for people that go out and do stuff on their own, people that go out and create something for themselves, because I've been working in radio for almost 22 years. This is the longest that I have been off the air. And at the beginning of 2020, I was like, you know what, screw it. I'm going to start a podcast and being on a bunch of nationally syndicated radio shows the first week, I was getting like 25 downloads a day. And I was like, ugh, is this even going to be worth it? But now with the hard work, keeping my nose down, grinding it out, I've been able to build something. And my next guest is Edna. Edna, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing wonderful. So the name of your company is Hot Girl Hot Sauce. Am I correct by saying that?
Yes, you are. You're 100% correct.
Now, I was reading some of your biography. All right, before we get into the interview, I'm going to give you the floor. I'm going to let you talk a little bit about the business that you started, your baby, because I mean, I could plug it all I want to, but it's not my thing. So I don't have the passion for it like you do. So that's why I like to let my guest explain what everything is going. So tell people how they can find your website, social media, how you started the company and everything.
Sure. So we started, my partner and I, Alyssa, she couldn't be here today. She's traveling. So
boo, Alyssa. Well, I can't believe you couldn't show up. It makes me feel so inferior.
I'm sorry. She said she apologizes and she will definitely join next time. So you can see.
How long have you and Alyssa known each other?
So we've known each other since September of 2019, and our story is actually really funny. I don't know if you know, but LA can't watch the Dodger games unless you have a specific network. So you have to have Spectrum Network to watch the Dodger games.
Yeah.
So I don't have Spectrum at home. So I Googled like a bar where I can go watch the game and have a glass of wine. So I did that. And she was at that bar with whoever, and we just ended up talking and we ended up just becoming really good friends. So thanks to the Dodgers, we met at a bar.
Who is your favorite current Dodger player and your favorite Dodger all-time favorite player?
Favorite current player would be Kershaw. Definitely.
Yeah, he's nasty. I played college baseball, and the guy, I mean, he kind of grows a weird, creepy looking beard for the playoffs, but the guy's got some nasty stuff, though.
He does. We love it when Kershaw Day comes around and we know he's pitching. We already know it's Kershaw Day, so we love it. All-time favorite, I've been watching Dodgers since I was like really little, but I didn't really get into it probably until like the last 10 years or so. And I really liked Adrian Gonzalez, our first baseman.
Yeah. What about Puig? Did you like Puig, or Puig caused some problems though?
He did cause some problems. I did like him though, because his very first game, he hit like a really good home run at the end of the game. I think it was like top of the bottom of the ninth, and I was there watching it, and it was like, oh, he's our new guy. He's great.
Let me ask you though, like, even though he was there a short amount of time, do you guys like take claim and credit for Piazza?
Um, I mean, yeah.
Well, he did get a start. I mean, if it
Yeah,
wasn't for the
yeah,
Dodgers giving him a chance, he would have never become the player. So, all right, we're getting sidetracked here.
yeah. No
My
worries. I
my
can talk
my
all
ADHD
day.
is kicking in. My ADHD is kicking in.
No
Joining me
worries.
right joining me right now is Edna. The name of her company is Hot Girl Hot Sauce. So, all right, so let's get into all right. So, you and Alyssa
Oh yeah.
would
So I'm
meet up.
sorry.
Would you and Alyssa would meet up at the bars and watch the Dodgers games? I take.
Correct. Yes. And then we became friends, and then we had started having dinner about once a week. We would just pick we were the only people we knew that would kind of live around our area. I was recently moved into Huntington Beach, and so did she. So we're like, oh, someone we know that likes to hang out and do stuff. So had dinner about once a week for a few months, and then COVID kind of hit, and the pandemic started, and everything was shut down. So then we decided to start having dinner at each other's house. So we're like, okay, well, we can't go out for dinner. Let's just still have
Like
dinner.
a family meal. Like,
Yeah.
now, I mean, if I ask too many personal questions, like, so are you married? Do you have a family? Does she have a family as well too? Like, I mean,
No worries. No, I'm good with personal questions. I don't mind. I have a boyfriend. She, I think, is dating someone. So we're good. At the
what?
time, we weren't married. At the time, we weren't dating anybody. So
Okay, well, I just wasn't for sure because
yeah.
when you hear family dinners, you think of like what is that cop show where at the end of every show it's like the family sitting around the date table and they're eating, the family get together and stuff. What was that something you grew up having? Like, you
Um,
know, the
yeah, well,
family
we always
dinner?
had like dinner at home and stuff with my family. But once like we moved out, it was just nice to cook food for somebody. So it was just nice to hang out and stuff like that.
So tell me about the hot sauce. Okay, is this something because from reading the bio, Alyssa was kind of like, you kind of, this is really, really good. We need to, you need to, take a chance, get out there and do it. So
Right.
tell me about that story.
Yeah. So going back to the pandemic when we started having dinner at each other's house, one day I made her. She came over to my house and I made her fish tacos, and I made
What kind of fish do you
tilapia.
tilapia? See, yeah, a lot of people love tilapia for their fish tacos. Now, do you go hard shell, soft shell?
Soft taco.
Yeah. And what kind of ingredients do you like to put on your fish tacos?
I usually make like a guacamole and we make like a cabbage slaw. Really is just like cabbage, cilantro, tomatoes, throw them all together. And then,
You you nailed it because I'm a big texture eater. I love texture when I'm eating, and the cabbage, that crunch, and then you got the softness of the shell and the texture of the fish. Now, once again, I interrupted
you
you.
would like my fish tacos.
Well, okay. So now, did you put the hot sauce on there, or did you like just bring it out and like, hey, this is something that I've made?
Oh, I just brought it out and I just told her and I was like, here are all the ingredients. This is how you build your fish taco. And she's like, okay. So she put everything on and I said, be careful, the hot sauce is hot. And she's like, okay. And I always make like a lot. So she really liked it. And she's like, do you mind if I take some home? And I was like, no, not at all. So she took some home. And then like a few days later, I forgot what she was what she was eating, but she texted me and she's like, your hot sauce is so good. We should sell it. I was like, no, it's fine. And she's like, no, really, it's so good. You should sell it. And I was like, I'll make the sauce and you do everything else. And she's like, perfect. And I was like, deal. So
Oh,
in her
so
logo and
you're the artist. Okay, so this is how I would compare it. Okay, like you, all right. So I'm a nerd, so you might not get this reference, but Steve Wozniak was the guy that created the Apple computers. Okay. But then you had Steve Jobs was the one that was the business person, the one that said, I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna sell it. So what I'm trying to say is like you're kind of like the artist and she's kind of like the conductor, kind of, getting it out there.
A little bit of both, but yeah, very much so. She's a designer at her regular job.
Your website is amazing, by the way.
That's all Alyssa.
I mean, the pictures are so crisp. Like, I swear, like some of the pictures of the food and stuff that you guys have on there, I'm just like, holy crap! It made me hungry as hell.
Good. That's all Alyssa. She did the website. She handles all of that.
And I know that you guys have recreational marijuana out there in California, and I suggest you do not get high and go check out their website. Tell people about the website.
Alyssa put it all together, and we wanted it very simple, very clean, very direct. We're trying to add some testimonial pages at the end so you can see like reviews and stuff on it. But
it's Shop Hot Girl Hot Sauce.
Yeah, shophotgirlhotsauce.com is where you can find us. If you go to the bottom of the page where it says shop, then that's where you can get all your stuff at.
So people can order it online, correct? And
yep.
and you guys will ship it out?
Yes. Currently, we're having a free promo for free shipping anywhere in the States.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Now, how has the business been with the pandemic? Being able to order something and have it sent to you is something that of a convenience right now.
Correct. We struggled a little bit at the beginning just because I don't know if you've ordered anything through USPS, but it kind of takes a really long time. So we were really concerned how long it was going to take to get hot sauce from one point to the next, and we're just like, well, what if they lose it? Some shipments are taking 3 weeks, some shipments are taking 5 to 6 weeks, some of them would just take 3 days. There's no control over it, so we're a little concerned, but now I think everyone's kind of getting their stuff on a regular basis within 2 to 3 days. We always ship it priority mail, and we still had the same lags in shipping. But we think it's better now. We just had to wait and be patient and ask people how they got their hot sauce, make sure it was still good when they received it, and all that good stuff.
All right. So, like, has it gotten to a point, like when you first start a business, like it's a gradual growth. Is it getting to a point where it's like, all right, we might have to start hiring some people to help us with this stuff?
No, we're not there yet. At least I don't think so. I think we can still handle it. We meet up about a few times a month to make the sauce, and then we already have it ready for when people order. We're good, just both of us right now. I think maybe in a few months, if we get bigger, we're starting to do some farmers markets. We're starting to do a little bit more promos. So maybe in a few months, we might be needing to hire somebody. But to be honest, like I have my mom, I have my sister that work at home, so they can help us.
Now I gotta ask, because I'm looking in the background. Is that all vinyl, like behind you, or what is on the shelves?
It's a memorabilia room is what I call it.
What is it?
It's not what boyfriend's house. He has that kind of stuff up on top. And then he has some signed jerseys and posters.
Oh, you got a Wayne Gretzky jersey there. So, but like in the shelves, though, those books or vinyl? Like
they're vinyl they're records.
Oh, so okay. See, now are you one of those people who are like, oh, music just sounds so much like vinyl,
There's a lot of them. They're all my boyfriends. I have no idea.
Okay, all right.
I rarely come into this room, but I needed something quiet so I can make sure I can hear you.
All right, sorry. I get distracted. I look all around and stuff, and I was like, I gotta ask her about that stuff. So
no worries.
So now tell me how many different hot sauces that you guys have right now, and then I will let you go.
Yeah, no worries. We have two. We have our original one, the one that goes great with fish tacos, is our smoking hot, very sweet flavor, which is where the name
hot. Like how many Scovilles are we talking?
We haven't had it tested, but I would. It's not as hot as a Reaper, but it has chile de árbol and chipotle, so and you can taste that significantly. So,
All right.
yeah.
You see, because some people, they all go for the gimmicks. They all go like, I want to have the hottest sauce. And
It
I
used to
think
be
some,
spicier, and we had to bring it down a little bit.
yeah, I mean, yeah. I see. I got to contact my guy that I know at Tijuana Flats here in, I don't know if they have Tijuana Flats out in California, but it
We have a
is,
Tijuana.
yeah, it is a great Spanish Mexican restaurant, but they have a hot sauce bar. And like, I mean, they got like 40 or 50 different like hot sauces. And I really think that it would be amazing to see your sauce a part of their like hot sauce bar there. I think that would be cool as hell.
Yeah, I would love to. Let's see how it pairs up with all the other sauces there. Ours are less vinegary than most sauces because I'm personally not a fan of too much vinegar in my hot sauce. So I know that usually helps with the heat. So I think that's why mine's a little bit spicier.
Last question, was this a recipe handed down through the family, or is this something you created on your own?
I created it. I had a few places that kind of inspired the taste, and I was like, "Ooh, this is really good. Let me see how I can make it at home." And then I did, and then I just we changed it to make it taste a little bit better, and then got a few opinions, and we finally landed on it on the recipe.
All right.
It was good.
Well,
we have is Master Beta. It's our green sauce.
wait. What did you say?
It's Master Beta.
All right. Okay. All right. I like your sense of humor.
We were trying to think of a name for the green sauce, and I was like, make like a beta version of it. And she's like, okay, let's just do that. And I was like, let's try it. I know like a few green salsa recipes. Let's get some beta, get like a Master Beta sauce. And she's like, that's the name. I was like, what's the name? She's like, well, just do Master Beta. You said it. And I was like, perfect.
Okay, I'm sorry. If you're gonna make a Master Beta joke, you got to incorporate something, because us as Americans, we're always told, you know, if you cross the border and you go down to Tijuana, you got to go to the bars and check out a donkey show and stuff. Like something donkey on a hot sauce would be funny as hell, but I just probably like, you know, completely offended you with that, by the way.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
All right, Edna, once again, tell people. Yes, but and I like the green sauce though too. So tell people once again the website, any of your social media before I let you go.
Yeah, all of our social media, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Hot Girl Hot Sauce, and our website is shophotgirlhotsauce.com.
All right, Edna. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I appreciate you coming on the show and supporting the podcast.
Yep. Thank you.
All right. Bye, Edna. All right. So, guys, all right, I'm back here. I know a lot of you guys are probably like, hey, Tuttle, what are you doing? So it just seems like a commercial. Well, guess what, guys? That is a new sponsor. So you got to bear with me and let me, you know, kind of work with the advertisers a little bit. So I do apologize. My voice actually sounds like shit today. Today's Tuttle Daily podcast was actually a really good one. I don't know if you guys had a chance to check it out, but I definitely want your feedback. I want your feedback on the I just want to make sure that I can I just see? Yeah, there we go. It's a little bit better. I want to get your feedback and find out what you guys thought of my new news reporter, the Queen of the South, that I had reading the news for me. If you haven't listened to today's Tuttle Daily podcast, what up, Fish on Jay? If you haven't listened to today's Tuttle Daily podcast, I talked about how I find a lot of news stories that I cannot find audio versions of. And I met the Queen of the South. BH says he loves the format of the sponsor. Well, thank you. And listen, I know that you guys are listening to this show to be entertained, but you also you got to bear with me. Like, I'm trying to grow a business, I'm trying to make ends meet, and if I want to have a sponsor on and do an interview, especially when the name of the hot sauce is Hot Girl Hot Sauce, would have loved to have had Alyssa on as well too, but I do apologize about that. But back to what I was saying is I wanted to hear from you because, I like playing audio versions of stories. I think I just don't think it's as good as me reading the story. So what I'm trying to say is that any of these stories that I cannot find audio of, I got the Queen of the South. She is around 50 years old. Marissa said the poblano sauce. All right. She's around 50 from Macon, Georgia. And I was like, I love the accent. And like I didn't want that like stereotypical radio voice. I wanted as redneck, hillbilly, even, and I hope she doesn't get offended when I say white trash. She's not white trash, but I just wanted to say that. But I think it's funny as fuck having her read the news stories and just being able to jump in, critique them, being able to comment on them. The story that she actually read today was about the Chinese rocket that's going to be coming back into orbit here really, really soon. All right, so then I will keep the language down a little bit there. But she ended up reading the news story, and I got a lot of great feedback. I really did get a lot of great feedback from people saying that they liked her. So I'm gonna keep trying it out again. But if you guys would like to give me some feedback, you can leave me a voicemail 407-270-3044. Once again, that is 407-270-3044. Or you can leave me an email, Tuddle@gmail.com. That's Tuddle with two D's, TUDDLE @gmail.com. But yeah, everybody's talking about how China is like catching up to us. China is going to be the next big superpower. And they can't even, Elon must be looking at the Chinese like, yep, yeah. You guys thought this shit was No, you thought this stuff was easy. And guess what? It really isn't, because China, and trust me, China, it wouldn't surprise me if they did it on purpose. They're like, all right, let's let this rocket come back into orbit uncontrolled. And you know what? It may hit the United States. You can see that. I saw a pretty cool picture last night over the Capitol building that somebody had posted. You could actually see the rocket. You could see the rocket like flashing and kind of starting to heat up coming into the atmosphere. But like, is that an act of war if that rocket somehow like hits a major city? And I know a lot of you guys are all like, oh, it's going to burn up. This is a 21-ton rocket piece that they say is not going to burn up all the way. It's just not going to happen. Say if that rocket hits a major city, is that an act of war? I don't know. I mean, they can always claim, my bad. But I don't think that's something that you can just say, oh, my bad about. I don't think that you can. I really don't know how long I'm going to be able to do today. I don't know why my voice is the way that it is today. I'm going through that fatigue. Well, I can tell you why my voice is going, because I have been dealing with the worst GD insomnia that I have ever dealt with in a really, really long time. And a lot of it has to do with the personal issues, health issues with my parents that I'm dealing with, and the sleep that I am getting. I don't really think that it is good sleep. I really don't, because I can't tell you the last time that I could remember dreaming. You know, they say dreaming is actually really, really good for you because it's like your brain kind of like resetting itself. It's like that control alt delete button on the Windows computers that you can hit. And I am going to make sure that I get a good night's rest. I don't care what I got to do. I don't care if I got to take like 3 Tylenol PM, smoke a bunch of weed. Maybe some night. No, I can't even do NyQuil because NyQuil has alcohol in it. God damn it. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show. Make sure you check out the Tuttle Daily Podcast. Make sure you go to my website, Tuttle.net. Because if you go to Tuttle.net, there is a banner right at the top that tells you how you can vote for me and write me in for the best podcast not on the radio, a part of the Orlando Weekly Best of that they do every single year. Do I think I have a chance at winning? No. Could be a Cinderella story. Who knows? But I would at least like to be nominated. So go to my website, Tuttle.net. If you guys would like to donate financially, help out the cause, because I'm saving money. I got plans to build a mobile studio or even a studio in a shed. I don't even care, but I just need a place to be able to broadcast because I forgot how bad it is to do a podcast in a car during the middle of the summer, because I'm such a OCD freak when it comes to my audio quality that I don't even run the air conditioning. Like I'm really sitting in a hot ass car with it turned off, windows being up, and I can only do like 8 minutes at the most before I'm like, oh, you know what's going to end up happening? You're going to see on the local news. What up, Paul Bird? You're going to see on the local news former stunt guy on shows like the Monsters in the Morning, Jim Phillips, Drew Garabo, Mike Kelta, and Bubba the Love Sponge died this weekend while recording his podcast in a hot ass car. Yeah, that would be really, really embarrassing. And I will email you, Ray B, as soon as I get done with this, because my voice sounds like garbage. Anyways, paypal.me/Tuttle on the radio. What up, Iggy T? Iggy T, my hottest supporter in Canada, is joining me. What up, Iggy T? Hope you are. Oh, man. By the way, Iggy T, her husband must be a baller because she DM'd me a picture of her console listening to the Tuttle Daily Podcast, which was really, really cool because it puts my ugly ass face digitally up on her Lexus. Whew. Must be nice. He must be a baller or has a really big penis. Either or, the Lexus or big penis. Who knows? Anyways, it was kind of cool to see that. So Iggy T, thank you for supporting the show. But you can go to my PayPal, paypal.me/Tuttle on the radio. Donate anything. You can ask anybody. I write every single person back. That's about it. That's all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed tonight's show. Oh yeah, shophotgirlsauce.com. Guys, have a good one. I'll talk to you tomorrow.